The Democrats are quote-unquote shutting down the government, and they're attacking the Republicans. This has happened 11 times in the last 10, 20 years, and it's supposed to be non-controversial, but the Democrats decide to use it because they're fighting among themselves, because they're trying to empower their party, and this is all they have. They have destroyed Trump, try to shut down the government, create as much pain as you can, but it's not going to create that much pain. Unless you're so desperate to go to a national park or the Smithsonian, or unless you're a bureaucrat who's affected by a cut, you're not going to feel it. Now we have usual MSLSD. We have Joe Scarborough and Mika Brzezinski. They're debating whether or not the Democrats want illegal aliens to get health care. There's no debate, America. None. I mean, why do they play games? Because they think they can convince a number of people. But let's look at this. Go.
An unambiguous lie. Going into this government shutdown, they're lying to their own supporters. They're lying to their own constituents. They're lying to their own followers, saying Democrats want to shut down the government because they want to give great health care benefits.
It's an absolute fact. Now, I don't know why this should surprise anybody. Remember, the big, beautiful bill eliminates this in Medicaid, health care and Medicaid for legal aliens. Biden put it in. Trump took it out. The Democrats are trying to put it back. It's a popular thing among elected Democrats. It may not be a popular thing among Democrats, but certainly the American people broadly, it's not. So nobody's lying about it. They're trying to reinstitute it. That's been their position. Go ahead.
To illegal immigrants. It's a total lie. So I'm wondering, where in the Bible does Mike Johnson read Jesus saying, you know what, tell the truth except, well, when...
Well, it's pretty funny on MSNBC where they reference the Bible. Really is. Or that Scarborough does it himself. Reference where, you know, lying is. And so this is an attack on the fact that Mike Johnson is a evangelical Christian. That's all. It's a cheap shot. Go.
It might serve you well politically, and then just lie. And why don't you, while you're lying, why don't you spread lies about those who are on the outskirts of society, those who are suffering right now the most? Why don't you lie about the weakest among us, Mikey? I mean, but that's what he's doing.
What the hell is he talking about? Why don't you lie about the weakest? The weakest? Our government's damn near bankrupt in the name of the weakest, in the name of redistributing wealth. What is he talking about? What is he talking about? The fact of the matter is the vast majority of the government's open, over 80% of it. The fact of the matter is that Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security are going to keep running. The government keeps collecting taxes. The veterans programs will continue. Food stamps continues. They now call it SNAP. Now it's food stamps. That'll continue. Other programs redistributing wealth to the poor and the needy and so forth and so on. Those are continuing. So I don't know what he's talking about. It's a funny thing. The Democrats are quote-unquote shutting down the government, and they're attacking the Republicans. A continuing resolution is supposed to be a bill that has a temporary spending bridge so they can finish with their committees the appropriations process. And then they come together, they have a big bill, then they fight over that, then they have reconciliation, then they fight over that, and then eventually they pass something. This has happened 11 times in the last 10, 20 years, and it's supposed to be non-controversial, but the Democrats decide to use it because they're fighting among themselves, because they're trying to empower their party. They're trying to get their swagger back. And this is all they have. They have destroyed Trump and try to shut down the government, create as much pain as you can, but it's not going to create that much pain. Because only 27% or so, give or take, of the federal spending, the budget, is at issue. The rest of it is Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, and other so-called mandatory programs. These are discretionary monies. And half of that goes to the Defense Department, which they hate. So unless you're so desperate to go to a national park, and that'll destroy your life if you don't, or the Smithsonian or some of these other things, or unless you're a bureaucrat who's affected by a cut or reduction, you're not going to feel it. Now, the bureaucrats and the Democrats are going to try their desperate best to make you feel it, whether it's airlines and so forth and so on. By the way, the FAA is still working. The military is still working. ICE, the Border Patrol, is still working. Federal police, that is law enforcement, still working. I go on and on and on. If you wanted to shut down 100% of the government, you couldn't.
For all this and much more, sign up for Levin TV.